go ahead and actually do some messages for the zodiacs. This is Beyond the Veil, and then we're going to get some gentle messages from the inner child. So I was in the process of recording already, and it kind of stopped. So far, I started with the Capricorn. So these are the cards that came out so far, and these are decks that I made. So your ancestors want you to know that you were chosen to elevate your lineage. They're strengthening you quietly from beyond the veil. The signs and synchronicities that you may be seeing at this time, this is them just letting you know that that's them and that they're answering you and responding to the different thoughts, visualizations, and manifestations that you have and are putting in, like the different efforts and actions that you're putting out into the world. The chills that you're receiving, those are confirmations that they're here and that they've never left your side. And they want you to know that you are fulfilling a sacred role. So, regardless of how it may look, they're guiding you in ways that you may not know because, look, see, it says you are fulfilling a sacred role. And this one says we protect what you are building. You're building something greater than what you can see. So, what are the messages for the Capricorn from beyond the veil? I am part of your strength now. And remember, you got the we strengthen you quietly. Listen to your inner knowing. So those nudges that you feel, the inner knowing that you have, just that sacred knowledge, those inner feelings, just trust that. And you are honoring me by living. So they want you to know that you're honoring them, your legacy, and just all of the things that you've yet to even think about. You're honoring them just by existing and just by continuing to live. They want you to know that you don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have like bad days. You are divinely supported by your roots. So, regardless of how it may look or how you may feel, your ancestors want you to know that they're always here. Your healing frees us too. So, even if you think that it doesn't matter, just the small changes that you've been making, that's what helps heal not only just you, but you're healing the generations that come before you because energy doesn't die. Any other messages for the Capricorns? And it came out again. Your healing frees us too. We whisper through intuition. So trust the feelings that you receive. Trust everything that, may be going on around you. You are becoming who you were meant to be. It's always been destined on your soul. It's just now you're getting the push and that nudge to go ahead and remember who it is that you are. One final message for the Capricorns from beyond the veil. Trust divine timing. So whatever it is that you've been praying for, that you've been hoping works out in your favor, it will. You just have to go ahead and actually trust in divine timing. And look, step forward without fear. You are aligned more than you see, and you're surrounded by light. Once again, let go of fear. So whatever it is that you're afraid of, they want you to know to live fully, and then it says to say what you mean. So there may be something that you want to speak up about or some feelings that you may have, and you need to go ahead and actually release those. All right, let's see. All right, so these are some gentle inner child messages for the Capricorns. So what does your inner child want you to know at this time? I heard you're free. Your rebellion was self discovery. You were breaking cycles. So when you're rebellious, you could have this free spirit energy. So this is you just being who you are. And it says your needs are not a burden. So I don't know, growing up, maybe people felt like you had to be, follow the leader. You had to go ahead and follow their footsteps, do everything it is that they were saying. But it was in your rebellion where you were able to go ahead and learn, because life is a great teacher, but sometimes, it's very, very brutal. So the experience that you learn from life and everything that happens, sometimes it can be brutal. And who's going to be able to say, "Oh yeah, I lived a scot free life"? where nothing happened, everything was picture perfect. That doesn't exist. You are not weird. So your inner child wants you to know that you're not weird. And remember, you're not meant to stay here forever, so fuck fitting in. You deserve healthy love. So whether or not this is your friendships, just the self-love that you give yourself or whatever it might be, you deserve it to be healthy. So speak to yourself kindly. Be with those that speak to you kindly, those that love you and pour into you the way that you pour into yourself. What other messages do you have for Capricorn's inner child? You are not alone in this. They've never left your side. So even when the times you may feel alone, they're still here. They want you to know that you'll always be safe with them. Why? Because they've been here this entire journey. This is the smaller you, the little version of you that you've, forgot to go ahead and care about, to that you forgot to go ahead and actually show love and affection to. So you're just being asked to go ahead and remember that you're not alone. And whenever you feel alone, speak gently to yourself. And remember that you are safe. Um, if any of those do resonate, look, we walk beside you always. You're never alone. Your ancestors are walking beside you. Your inner child is there. All right. So, Taurus, what messages do you have from Beyond the Veil for Taurus? If you want to book an in-depth reading, please let me know. SupportThisGoddess.com. And Healing with Ray or Taylor Raven is the original creator of this video, because people are out here stealing. So, Taurus, from Beyond the Veil, what do you need to know? You are divinely supported by your roots. You don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay. Again, it's okay to not be okay, to stop carrying the loads for everybody else. I send signs when you need reassurance. So whenever you're doubting yourself or you're just feeling in that self-sabotaging energy, they're sending signs to you. That warmth you felt was my presence. I guide through intuition. So yeah, they're just reminding you in the smallest ways that they're here, that they haven't forgotten about you, that they are pushing and guiding you to be able to go ahead and move forward. What other messages from Beyond the Veil? I don't know, somebody's favorite color could definitely be red, could have been red. You may be drawn to red at this time. So maybe you're suffering from some issues with, I heard, your stability. So instability could be of significance at this time. What other messages do you have from Beyond the Veil? I heard it is done. So something you were wanting, or something that you may have wanted to happen, your ancestors are letting you know that it's done. Any final messages here from this deck? Doesn't seem like it has a lot to say for you right now. Look, keep going. Walk away if needed. So maybe there could be something that you're being guided to go ahead and walk away from, because it says step forward without fear and then trust that divine timing. So there's something that you've been wanting and you're asking for help about. They're telling you to trust your intuition and just go ahead and actually move forward, because you will be able to. So let's see. What messages do you have for the Taurus inner child, whoever these messages may be for? What does their inner child want to say? You are more than your mistakes. So I don't know. Growing up, maybe you were blamed a lot for the mistakes that you made, but it's like it's like, I don't know, people made you feel like it wasn't just a mistake, like these were just constant choices that you were making. And regardless, remember, you're experiencing life. This is Earth school, so you're here for higher learning. And You are more than the mistakes that you made in the past. You are more than the mistakes that you're making now. You can speak up for yourself. You are not broken. You don't have to be in this energy where you're afraid. Because look, you can choose differently. Your mistakes, your rebellion, or whatever it could be that is causing you to go this route, you don't have to feel bad about it. Look, you don't have to be quiet to be kept. So I don't know, throat chakra blockages, the color blue could be of significance. You are safe with me. I don't know. It's like whenever you messed up, maybe you were somebody that, unfortunately you were abused when you messed up, and it's like that's all people knew you for the mistakes that you made, for the times that you've fallen short. Nobody ever it's like nobody was able to go ahead and actually see you for you, to see that you were just a child, that you were learning, that you were hurting, that you needed the love, that you needed the additional attention, that you had a different love language. And I'm sorry that you had to experience this, but you do not have to hold on to this energy any longer. I can feel your tears. Like, I can feel them. I can feel this energy, and it's like you don't have to carry this weight with you anymore. If you're in connections that make you feel as though you're back in those places of like where you grew up, or it's just making you feel like you're back in those traumatic places or spaces, then you have the two choices. You can go ahead and run away from it, but then that's you, facing abandonment. That's you rejecting it, and that's you not allowing yourself to go ahead and face these things so that you can properly heal. But then, if you went ahead and then you try to go ahead and approach these people or these situations differently, and it's still very, very triggering for you, it could be because this person is similar to somebody that you may be afraid of. And this is your soul warning you on a soul level that you are loved when you're happy. And right now, I feel like you might not be happy and you feel like you're asking for too much. You're not asking for too much, but sometimes you can be the right package at the wrong address. Because I always say, so many people deserve, I feel like everybody should have the opportunity to be a parent, right? But everybody does not actually fully deserve that opportunity. Some people are shitty ass parents, just like some people, being in a relationship or being in a marriage. I feel like, yes, that's something that everybody should have the ability to experience, but is everybody really deserving of having another person in their energy? No. So I don't know. So that may be of significance. You're not too much. So if this does resonate, Taurus, please let me know. If you want to book an in-depth reading, also my information will be in the description. All right, so let's move on to the next sign. We got Virgos. Okay. You are guided in unseen ways. So you're beyond the veil, you're being guided. I don't know. You may be somebody that you have a way of loving, right? And even from beyond the veil, they can still feel your loving, because that's how strong and that's how unconditional it is. And it's like those inner thoughts and feelings that you're getting, that gut feeling that you're knowing that, hey, this is not right, that this is not for me, trust it. They also want you to know that they're no longer suffering, that they're at peace, they are free of the burdens, free of the pain. Speak to me, I hear you. So some people say, oh, it's weird to talk to people, they're not there anymore. They are. Energy doesn't die. So we redirect what is not meant for you. They're redirecting people out of your path, from your energetic field, just because these people might not be the best ones for you. They know and see things that you are not able to. Yeah, see, they're covering you in this grace and this mercy. They're shielding you. Look, our love did not end. Even though they are not here in the physical, they are still here spiritually, and they want you to know that their love never ends. You are never unsupported. So even when you know how they say, walk by faith, walk not by sight. Yeah, because you doing this, just you walking forward, you don't know who's guiding you, but just trust that this path, this plan, this way, this is the right way that you're meant to go ahead and actually go. This is the right path for you. It says your courage honors us. So you being courageous and wanting to go ahead and break those cycles to be different from what broke you or what was meant or sent to go ahead and break you. We nudge you towards safety. So they're guiding you out of these places where it's not sitting well with your spirit anymore. They're guiding you out of this energy. And you go ahead and actually just trust that what is taking place is meant to happen. Final messages, Virgos. You don't have to be strong all the time. I don't know. There may be some masculine energy here, or there could just also be some alpha female energy here. But take what resonates. The third eye could be of significance because my eyes itching, like seeing things for what they really are in clarity. I show up in subtle ways. So smallest things. I don't know. You may be seeing like coins, random coins, dimes, pennies, nickels, quarters. You may keep having like random thoughts about the same thing. For some of you, you're feeling like their closeness, their warmth, just the chills. Maybe you're smelling something of them. Somebody, I don't know, they may like drinking coffee, because Folgers coffee could be of significance. And then I think it's called Maxwell's house. You were chosen to elevate your lineage. You're the one that is here. You were meant to break the cycle. All right, so Virgos, these are gentle messages from your inner child. What do you have for the Virgos? What does your inner child want to say to you? You are safe with me. You can trust your instincts. You don't have to hide your interests. So I don't know, right now it's like for some reason you may be somebody that you might feel better or safer when you're alone. It's like just trusting who you are. I don't know, maybe people told you not to trust what it is that you feel, and your gut is your first brain. So always trust your instincts, those intuitive nudges. It's not always you. And then you don't have to sit here and pretend like these are people that you're interested in hanging around, or maybe you're interested in hanging with certain people, but you avoid them because you are afraid that people are going to judge you because you have different, views, different opinions, different interests. And you're safe to like what you like, to love what you love, to like who you like, to love who you love. Nobody can go ahead and change that for you. You are uniquely you. And you're being asked to go ahead and actually move forward. It's okay if you outgrow people. Like you weren't meant to stay here forever, and you can't take those people with you. So look, even if other people feel that you may be weird or whatever, I am proud of who you are. So the little version of you sees you. They feel your pain. They know the agony that you've experienced and that you are currently experiencing. And they know also how much you fought to go ahead and try to move forward despite everything that's been sent to break you. So Don't mind my hair. I slept on it weird, so it's like this. But yeah, they're proud of who you are, proud of how far you've come. And like, look, your emotions make sense. So everything about you makes sense. You're not invisible. So maybe you're like me. I wanted to be invisible my entire life. And still, at some points, I still want to be invisible. You are not too much. So that's what you need to, Virgos. You're not too much. You're not too hard to love. You're not too hard to deal with. You're not too much. You are loved when you're happy. You don't feel loved right now because you're around people that don't make you happy. Stop being around those type of people. All right. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Onyx, where you going? I don't know where she going. Y'all don't mind her. But all right. So Beyond the Veil. Again, if you want to book with me, the information is in the description. All right. So Cancers. This wanted to come out. I answer through synchronicity. So you may be seeing angel numbers. I'm seeing 727, 718 could be of significance. We whisper through your intuition, or we whisper through intuition. So trust, like, when you hear that voice in your head that's telling you not to do that, or this is something that's good for you, or to go after that, you need to go ahead and actually listen. Yeah, because they're sending signs to you when you need reassurance. You are guided in unseen ways. So even in ways that you didn't even know, you're being guided. Those feathers that you're seeing, those random coins that you're seeing, those intuitive nudges that you're getting, you were you were chosen to elevate your lineage. I don't know, elevators, elevation could be of significance, ascension. You may be on an ascension journey at this time. You could also be experiencing like ascension symptoms. You are healing what we cannot. You're the one that was chosen to break the cycles. You're the one that they've been waiting for. Follow the nudge. Look, your courage honors us. You being courageous. You're carrying a generational power that others don't understand. But now it's like you're finally getting that intuitive feeling, or just that light bulb moment to know that you're spiritually guided and you're spiritually guarded. You're protected beyond the veil. Any other messages? Look, I speak through repeated numbers. So the angel numbers, definitely they're speaking to you. You carry generational power. It came out again. Any final messages from Beyond the Veil? You are surrounded by light. So even in the midst of darkness, never forget your light and stay away from those that are trying to dim your light. We move through butterflies and birds. Didn't I say feathers? This is onyx for those that don't know. All right. And then messages from the inner child for the Cancers. I am proud of who you are. So your inner child wants you to know that you've come a long way, and they are super, super, super proud of you because you're trusting your intuition, or you're needing to trust your intuition. You're not weird. You're not different. You are that light that is meant to shine. Like Rudolph, people was like, oh, he was different because he had, a red nose, but Rudolph had his own purpose. So that name could be of significance. The name Randolph could also be of significance. Your dreams matter. And I know Rudolph probably never dreamed of pulling a sleigh or being, Santa's top reindeer. Or maybe that was a dream that he had, and then finally it came into fruition. But other people were doubting him. The other reindeers doubted him, and they laughed and everything. And what happened? Santa was like, "Come here, I've got you. This is the divine. This is your inner child. Come here, I've got you." Even when everybody else say they don't, I'm right here, baby. I'm still here. I ain't never leave you. I feel you. And it's okay to keep up those boundaries, especially for the ones that don't know how to go ahead and actually respect them. So you are somebody that people definitely disrespected and overstepped your boundaries growing up. Like your innocence was compromised early. And then now it's like you may deal with people where they overstep your boundaries. And I'm sorry, but these are people that unfortunately you need to get away from. You are allowed to take up space. Even if you're taking up space, you don't have to allow people to overstep your boundaries because of that. You don't have to earn love. So you don't have to allow people to, you know, you don't have to allow people to walk all over you. You don't have to be their doormat in order to receive their love. You are capable and deserving of receiving unconditional love. And even if you don't feel safe with anybody else, your inner child wants you to know that you are safe with them. So I love you guys and goddesses. Scorpio, from beyond the veil, what do you need to know at this time? You're healing freezers too. So you may be breaking cycles right now, but then for some of you, maybe you didn't even know that these were cycles that you were breaking. We move through butterflies and birds. Butterflies signify transformation. Birds have this sense of renewal, they have this sense of freedom, and then sometimes they do come just to go ahead and actually provide you with warning. So underneath that, you have the song you heard was no coincidence. So they may be speaking through you through music at this time. Pay attention to not just the beats or the hymns, or just the ad libs, but pay attention to the actual lyrics of the words. The frequency there as well be very healing. And then some of them are coming to you in your dreams at this time. It says you are covered in grace. Grace and mercy, grace and favor. That's what I just heard. My love did not end. I am at peace. So they want you to know that they're not suffering. For some of you, maybe you recently lost somebody or you feel as though you lost. They didn't. You didn't lose them. The energy is just transmuted. They're protecting you in spirit form now. Look, I don't want you to suffer. It's like they were suffering being here in the physical, but then it's like now that the healing has, it's like them leaving their physical body. That was a healing that took place, right? And with the healing that took place, yeah, with the healing that took place, it's it's them no longer suffering, but then they don't want you to feel like you have to hold on to, that energy, that depression, that agony that you're feeling because you don't. That is causing you to suffer because it's going to create blockages on your spirit and then it's going to create blockages for you in the physical. All right, any final messages? So I'm being guided to just open the deck and grab a card. So I don't want guilt to follow you. See, yeah, it's like And underneath that, it says our bond remains. Love does not disappear. I am not only, I am not gone, only transformed. So, yeah. And I sense signs when you need reassurance. It's like for somebody here, Scorpio, it's like you're holding on to this burden and you're being asked to go ahead and actually let it go. Like to let it go because that's making you sick, that is causing blockages for you, and it doesn't need to be that way. All right, let's see. What messages do you have for Scorpio's inner child? Messages from Scorpio's inner child. I gotta get there. Hold on. Wait, give me 1 second. Don't mind my facial expressions. I'm thinking. Index cards. All right. You are not alone in this. You are allowed to take up space. You don't have to be perfect. I don't know. You may be somewhere and someone makes you feel as though like you're a burden just being there. You are allowed to take up space and you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be everything that these people want you to be, everything that you thought you needed to be better for other people. As long as you're better than the person that you were before, that's all that matters. What the heck? Give me a second because all of the cards are flipped like the other way. Okay, there you go. Scorpio, whatever inner child wants to say it right now. I called myself moving my desk, right? So I moved it over here, or one part of it over here, and then I still have the other part over there. So I have two desks set up. But it's like being over here, it's all rigged up. You see, it's like, yeah. So I have to fix that part. That's of significance. You may be seeing things or like things in your peripheral. You could also like be hearing some sort of taps or receiving some sort of taps or nudges. Playing the piano could be of significance. But then I'm also getting what is it called? I don't know, something about tapioca. Someone, your car can maybe getting towed at this time. For somebody, you might not want to hear this, but you've been holding on to that car and it could be time for you just to go ahead and let it go. So I don't know. That could definitely be of significance. don't know, somebody's car might be getting towed. Like I'm seeing it getting like rigged up and pull in the tow truck pulling off. It's like the burden that came with it is too much. Because you could have a car and your car is reliable. It gets you from A to B to C to D, and then, everywhere that you need to go. But maybe it's not up to date. That's fine. You have people that are on the bus. Shit, I take the bus. I'll walk. I don't own 5 cars. I'll take the bus. I'll walk. I'll Uber. I'll catch a flight. I'll get on a train. Whatever I have to do, that's logical and most convenient and affordable for me at that time. But having a car, like, be realistic, sometimes it can be expensive. Like, I've paid and I went and I leased a car or caught myself trying to finance a car. It was too much. Like, when I say too much, the car was having issues about to kill me because it had a faulty ignition switch and security defects on it that I didn't know about. The car had been recalled. The car is cutting off while I'm trying to drive. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get me some some more index cards because let me see. See, I had this pack. Well, I had a few packs, so I done ran through like it's 100 packs, but they're like large index cards. They're not the standard size, so it's like double this. Double this. This is half of it, and then this is half of a half. So I don't know. That's of significance too as well. So it's like with the car, it was so many issues, but it's like you having this car, it's like double stress, double expenses, double burdens on you, and you're being asked to go ahead and give it back. And it's like, this is not financial advice, this is not legal advice or anything, but I'm being God to tell you, it's like if you need to go ahead and actually dispute certain things when it comes to like loans and things like that, in order for loans to like actually be valid, the person has to, or the loaner has to have put up something of equal value, right? So they had to have put up a collateral. They had to have matched your ass or whatever you're putting up. So if you had to put a deposit of $1,500, they had to have put a deposit of $1,500 on top of that as well. But it's like the way things are in the paperwork, it's like everything is electronically. This how can I say it? It's like this entity that's on the paper, they are not a real person, so they wouldn't have been able to go ahead and actually give the collateral to you or to have anything. They're fictitious. So they will have to go ahead and actually have signed it. Can a bank sign something? Can they have like a legal signature? Like, can an electrical processor have like a signature? No, they're not a legal person, if that makes sense. So they have to have matched signatures, have to have matched whatever value that was being put up. They had to have added to it, like in order for them to be, responsible or to be there saying, hey, well, we're loaning you this or we're giving you this. They don't have it themselves to loan. So I don't know, maybe researching that type of stuff could also be of significance to you, but let's go ahead and actually see. What are the messages? And I apologize, I got kind of off topic for y'all. You can choose differently. It's okay to opt out of stuff. Like, it's okay. You know how sometimes when how can I say, you know how sometimes when you make a decision, or let's say you opt in or you join somebody's subscribers list, but then you decide you don't want to be a subscriber anymore, or you decide, okay, I don't want to be on your text list or something like that, and they tell you, okay, you have the option to cancel or opt out at any time. You can choose differently at any time. You won't be penalized, you won't be punished or anything. Like, you're before, you were in an environment where it was unhealthy, and if you are still in an environment like that where it is unhealthy, then yes, please go ahead and actually get yourselves to a place of safety so that you don't have to be in that energy, because your needs are not a burden. You're not a burden. You deserve to be loved, you deserve to feel loved, and you don't have to keep dimming your light to try to go ahead and keep the peace. It's okay to feel different. It's like, it's okay to have a certain view this week, and then next week you have a different view, because maybe more things have came into your perspective to where it has allowed you to go ahead and change your viewpoint, if that makes sense. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, the information again is in the description. All right, so Pisces, what messages do you have for Pisces from beyond the veil? You may be listening to music, so maybe you're receiving synchronicities and things through music. Those drop. I'm not going down there to get them. You're being asked not to ignore the signs. So it's signs that they're giving you, and you may be ignoring them. They're also asking you to go ahead and actually be brave. Sometimes you're meant to step out on fear. Say what you mean. So for some of you, you may be avoiding speaking up for yourself. You could also be avoiding living at this time because you're afraid. And it's like, well, you've been doing things this entire way or this specific way all this time. What will you lose by doing something differently? The only thing you can actually do is gain perspective on what it's like when you go ahead and actually change that course of action. We wrap peace around you. You don't have to be strong all the time. Stop trying to be brave all the time. Stop trying to be the one that keeps everybody else strong. It's okay, because sometimes what Glorilla said, thinking out loud, and then you know what it's, or out loud thinking, and it's saying say what you mean. So there could be a lot on your mind at this time, but you're not saying that. So you feel as though you have to be strong all the time. You have to go ahead and actually take on all of this. And Glorilla said, when they treat you like the strongest, it make you the weakest. The one that's gonna come through, that always gonna come through when somebody need it. I think she said her pride so big, when she need help, she keep it a secret. You've been in this survival mode or just trying to take care of yourself for so long, and you're being asked to go ahead and sit those bags down. You're being covered in a grace, or you have been covered in a grace, but it doesn't mean that you keep making the same choices that you've made before. You're being guided to go ahead and actually choose that better path, to go ahead and actually make better decisions for yourself. For some of you, you are not communicating effectively, and then your ancestors from beyond the veil, they want you to know that they are hold on. communicating to you through feelings, but for some of you, you don't know how to communicate how you feel. And this is why they're saying, say what you mean. What's the song? Say what you mean to say. Say what you mean to say. Or say what you need to say. We place reminders along your path. The light flicker wasn't random. I send signs when you need reassurance. That warmth you felt was my presence, and I guide through intuition. I speak through repeating numbers, and that feather was me. So that feather, or those animals that you keep seeing, places that you're being reminded of, those are signs that your ancestors are here. They have never, never, ever left your side. All right. Pisces, what messages do your inner child has? You are not your worst moment. I don't know. There could have been something that happened to you or something that you did, but it's like you haven't gotten over that yet. And you are more than just your mistakes. You are not your past. You are not your traumas. You are not your experiences. You are not your pain. You are not your parents. You are not your siblings. Oh, that's funny because this wasn't even supposed to be in there. But you're being asked to speak to yourself, gently. You are special in your own way. You are not too sensitive. So I don't know, growing up as a water sign, water, a lot of emotions, cups, overflows, outpourings, a lot of passion, things like that. But maybe people made you feel bad about that or bad for that. And you don't need to feel any type of way for, because you're different. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings matter. You are uniquely you, just like snowflakes. Like, no two snowflakes are identical. Yes, you have twins that are identical where they may look alike, they have, the same DNA and everything. However, they have different personalities. Like, they may have different life paths. So, how some people, you'll have those shows where you'll have those twins and everything is synchronized. Everything that they do, the way that they dress, it's like that's how they've been since they were younger. So that's what they did. I don't know. You may be a twin that this message is for. Regardless of you probably having the same identity or face as somebody, you still have a different identity than this person. So it is okay. Like, it's okay. Your sister could be a nurse and you can, be a surgeon or a librarian if you choose. Because I did see this video yesterday, so you may definitely be a twin that this message could be for. Or maybe you're different from your parents' children, because you know how they say that the second born is way different, or that's like a different level of gangster. So I saw this video and it was like the second child is different, and it was just like videos or clips of kids, and it was like one child and then showing the other one how it was totally different, or it was showing like two twins and then this twin is maybe happy and then this twin was more on the crankier side, or this twin had a sense of humor and this one didn't, this one was more had rhythm, this one didn't. So that could be of significance, but regardless, it's like you have your own special way. Or maybe You could come from a family where, you know how some parents have kids and then all their kids look alike, but then you have that one child that might look different. So, like, four of the kids took after the father, and then this one child just decided, well, let me take care after mom this one time. It's like that. So that might make you feel away, but then also, how do you know? Sometimes people may feel like, well, I'm a spitting image of my parents, so they feel like, oh, I have to follow in their footsteps. And it's like, you don't have to do all that. So maybe you are somebody that I'm speaking to, Pisces. You are destined to go on your own path. You can go your own way. You can speak up and say that this is different. You are more than your mistakes. And look, the first card that came out, you are not your worst moment. And I told you, like, whatever mistakes you made in the past, it is okay. You can heal from that. You can grow. You can move forward. You do not have to hold yourself hostage. And I don't know, the way, like, I just scratched right here, it's like maybe this is something that you feel has been, like, itching you for so, or scratching you for so long. And it's like, ugh. Look, you don't have to fit in to belong. It's like you are different. You're divinely you. You're uniquely you. And that is what makes you you. All of a sudden, my left ankle just started hurting. Left foot. My left foot is, well, my left leg feels like it fell asleep. So that could be of significance here. You are good just as you are. So, yeah, Pisces, that's what you need to know. That's what your inner child wants you to know at this time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to, I didn't want to make this long, so I do apologize. Um, hold on. Let me see if I can write it down so I can remember the orders. I don't know, sign language or ALS may be of significance. I saw this video earlier and I was like, I tried it. So let me see. What he said, that means bathroom. Let me see. Bathroom. I hope I didn't get it wrong. And if you do know ALS and you want to, email me and send me the right way to go ahead and do it, please do so. Universal Healing with Ray at gmail.com. All right, so we're going to move on to Aries. So, from beyond the veil, what do you need to know at this time? This one to come out. You are healing what we could not. So, you're breaking cycles. You're healing wounds that they didn't have the ability to do. Whether or not this was before they left this room or after, I don't want you to suffer. So for some of you, you're holding on to things that are making you, sick. And your ancestors want you to know that. They don't want you to suffer. They don't want you to suffer because you're, upset about or grieving at the feelings of loss because you're no longer here. Or just feeling that things have to be a certain way. Yeah, love does not disappear. They want you to know that their bond still remains. Says, I don't want guilt to follow you. So I show up in subtle ways. So they're telling you to slow down and to let go of fear. So some of you may be moving too fast at this time. You may be trying to rush something or rush a decision. Yeah. Maybe you want to say something, but sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Any other messages from beyond the veil for Aries? Nothing escapes divine awareness. Even when people think that they're doing things that others can't see, maybe people in the physical can't see it, but you have people in, the spirit that does. You are covered in grace. So, yeah, you're covered in grace. They're protecting you from the things that you cannot see, the things that don't escape divine awareness, because nothing definitely escapes it. You know how they say God looks high, sits high, and looks low? Protect your energy. It's okay. Like, self-care is not selfish. So protecting your energy from those that just don't mean you well could definitely be very, very, very significant to you. And then just letting go of fear, because that fear is also what's bringing down your vibration. Ask for help and trust divine timing. You know how they say, ask and you shall receive, and then blessings don't come when you want them, but they come on time. Closed mouths don't get fed. The divine wants you to go ahead and actually look. You can speak up. Speak up. That song Beatbox could be of significance. You know, you watch videos and they be like, wake up. Like that. That's what your ancestors telling you to do. Wake up. Wake and bake could be of significance. All right. What messages do you have for the Aries inner child? Let's see. You are not too much. Your emotions make sense. It's okay to outgrow people. And then at the top of the deck, you have you are not invisible. I don't know. The song I See You by Coco could be of significance. Some of y'all, it did tell you to slow down. So slow your ass down for you being the ICU. And I'm not wishing that on nobody, but some of y'all, you got some heavy ass feet. Slow down. Yeah, you are not invisible. And some of y'all be speeding like the car invisible. It's not. It's not. You don't have to shrink to be accepted. Stop trying to fit in these rooms that you know you don't belong in. You deserve friends who are kind. So your inner child wants you to know is stop trying to fit in circles that you don't belong in. Slow down. You don't have to carry all of this by yourself, because remember, the ancestors are here with you and your inner child is here as well. Everything that you've been through from birth up until now, they've experienced with you as well. So speak to yourself gently. You don't have to rush your growing up. For some of y'all, that's the issue. You unfortunately were forced to be an adult at an early age. And this is why you're more resilient than you know. But again, with the song, um, out loud thinking, when they treat you like the strongest, it make you the weakest. So the Pisces messages could be of significance. It's like you're different from people around you. You're different from the people that are in your friend circle. But it's like, I don't know, people make you feel like you're weird. You're not. Like, you're not. You're just different. You're not like them. Remember, they say, we not the same. We cut from a different cloth. You are allowed to take up space. I don't know. You can exist. You're a person. You're meant to exist in this world. So every day when you feel like you don't even need to exist, like, I don't know. I just got like this hype with these just with y'all. I was kind of calm with the rest of it, but now it's like, be who you're meant to be. If you're this flamboyant person, be that. If you're this bubbly person, be that. If you just have your character is just like, yeah, then be that. You can't be anybody else but you. Everybody else is already taken. All right. So those are the final messages for the Aries. All right, let's move on. This is for the Leos. I wasn't trying to make this long. So Leos, from beyond the veil, what do you need to know? Slow down. Slow down. I just want to get to know you. But don't turn around. Cause that pretty round thing looks good to me. You are divinely protected always. So I don't know. There may be a decision or something that you're trying to make. Um, this could be based upon somebody's looks. This could be based upon something else. I'm not really sure. But the song that I just got, yeah. But you're being asked to slow down. Look, I carry no pain. You did enough. So for some of you, you may be beating yourself up because you felt like, maybe you didn't do enough to help this person, these people, or whatever. And it's like you were doing enough, but your ancestor, whoever this was, they had like this little small way of thinking. And unfortunately, they didn't understand how much you were doing, how hard you were going. And unfortunately, for some of you, it's like, you were moving so fast, making these hasty decisions and things like that because you were trying to help and protect them, and they weren't listening to you. So for some of you, they want you to know that they're not carrying any pain, and that again, you did more than enough. And now they're understanding of the depth of everything and the sacrifices that you made. Yeah, like, I see your tears. They've never left your side. So it says to speak to me. I'm here. It says to choose peace, and then choose to, Lord, choose peace. And then this one says, speak to me. I hear you. So this is the second time. They want you to talk to them. Like, I don't know. This may have been somebody that you talk to a lot. Like, when I say a lot, a lot, lot. Like, you talk to this person a lot. Like every day almost. And they're like, you can still talk. I'm still listening. Pay attention. I'm gonna go ahead and actually give you signs that I'm here listening and that I'm responding to you. All right. So, Leo, from your inner child, these are gentle messages. So you are not too emotional. You just being this free spirit. That rebellion was self discovery. You were breaking cycles. It's okay to change, to be different. You are allowed to go ahead and change, and then you're allowed to protect your peace. So maybe you're wanting different now. Like what you could have allowed and tolerated in the past is not the same things that you allow and you tolerate now. And it's okay to set those boundaries, to go ahead and actually just let people know that you are not the same person that you were before. Any other messages? You are not embarrassing. Yeah, because it's like you could have been dealing with and putting up with certain stuff because you felt like you're an embarrassment, but you're not. Like, you deserve to be respected. Your inner child wants you to know that you are safe, to love yourself, to understand that the little you loves you, your ancestors love you, I love you. Yeah, you don't have to try to fit in these places. It's like the more you're trying to fit in these friendships, in this house, in this relationship, in this work environment, that's not where your soul wants. It's crying. You deserve healthy love. You deserve gentle hands. So, are you in an abusive connection, Leos? I don't know. You could have grew up in an abusive home and, you started to feel that abuse was love. Abuse was healthy. That is how things are supposed to be, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Somebody knocking. That's not at my door, but I literally don't have anything on right now. Like, it's super quiet in here. And Onyx just hopped up. She look like, you can trust your instincts. You're being guided right now to get away, to move, to get to safety, to get to peace. And underneath that, it says, release what burdens your spirits. You honor me by being happy. You're honoring your ancestors and your inner child simply by being happy. I was trying to make sure that the cards weren't getting mixed up. Any other messages for the Leos? You are safe to explore other friendships, other partners, but leave one thing alone before you go ahead and try to open up a new door. Or, like, let's say you have different interests and hobbies that you want to explore. You're safe to go ahead and do those. You don't have to trap yourself, dim your light, or any of that. It's okay to feel different. It's okay to be you, to love how you love, to look how you look, dress how you dress, express yourself the way you express yourself. It is okay. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That's for the Leos. All right, so we're gonna go to the Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what messages do you have from beyond the veil for the Sagittarius? Take the chance. You are honoring me by living. I show up in subtle ways. I don't want guilt to follow you. We send peace before the storm. Say what you mean. You don't have to be strong all the time. I see your tears. Ask for help and protect your energy. I don't know. You're being asked to protect your energy at this time. There may be somebody that's in your energy, and right now they're under your umbrella of protection. But again, they're telling you that they send the calm before the storm. I don't know what movie that is, and I don't know if it's a movie that I ever watched. I think I saw a clip or something like that. What he said, release my son or I'm killing everybody over there. There's that kind of energy. How they say warning before destruction. Fuck around and find out. Your ancestors are in this energy. And it's like now they're understanding more. It's like from their perspective now, by them transitioning, they're able to see things not just physically, but they can see things spiritually and they can see things physically. They see things on all levels. So somebody didn't play about you when they was here, and they don't play about you now because they never left. They just not in physical form, but they're in spirit form. And I heard fuck around and find out. Somebody's about to fuck around and find out that you are covered in the grace. Yeah, you are spiritually guarded. That's the energy. Look. And then look what's here. Protect your energy. That feather was me. I guide through intuition, and that warmth you felt was my presence. Yeah, but you about to feel a lot more than that, cause they want you to know, baby, look, from beyond the veil, people been trying you. They tried you before, but now it's like they really, really trying you. 111 as I look up. And the love that these ancestors and these spirit guides have for you, it didn't end. So that's why anybody that's trying you, that's playing with you, are gonna go ahead and see that you are covered in grace. Shell, okay. All right, Sag. Let's see. Messages from your inner child. Sagittarius. You don't have to be perfect. You are enough. I don't know. Are you trying to fit in somewhere? Stop. Stop. It's hurting you. Whatever this is, it's hurting you. Your inner child sees this. It's safe to be silly. I don't know. It's like you're trying to fit in, but you're fitting in a place where you can't even be yourself. You might be this goofy, this bubbly person, but you are around people and places and in environments that dim this light and you cannot naturally be you. And your inner child wants you to stop it. You are not too emotional. When you're around the wrong people, they can make you feel like you are. Look, you are special in your own way. You are uniquely you, like authenticity. I remember I was doing a video recently, and the word authenticity and familiarity, those two, chew me up bad. And I'm like, why? You got to start choosing peace. Your inner child wants you to choose peace because chaos is something that's so familiar to you. You are comfortable being in those type of positions. But then they make you feel like you're too much. You're too emotional. You always crying all the time. And it's like, no, you're not too emotional. You okay. You can have feelings. Yeah, you honor your inner child. You honor yourself by simply living and being happy. But you can't do that when you're surrounded by people that don't like you. Look, you are allowed to take your time. They want to rush you, to mold you, to get you to be who they want you to be, baby. Just like diamonds in these crystals, this stuff usually is built under pressure, in immense pressure. Take your time. Take your time. What's the rush? They say, baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. I don't know. Maybe this could be somebody that's trying to get you to be like them. Like a lot of people don't like me because they be like, oh, you're not like this, you're not like that, or because I don't do certain things that they do. Maybe somebody trying to get you to be a hoe when you don't want to be a hoe. You don't have to be a hoe. You don't want to be a hoe, you don't have to be one. Male or female. Maybe they want you to be this player. You don't have to be that. Look, I just saw your feelings are real, and then I shuffled again and it came back up. Your feelings are real. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to transform or conform to anybody else. You are enough just as you are. Simple as that, Sagittarius. All right. Libras. What messages do we have for you beyond the veil? I answer through synchronicity, so you may be seeing angel numbers as well, always, definitely. You may be seeing like master gateway numbers. Yeah, trust the guidance that you're feeling. You're never spiritually abandoned. You are healing what your ancestors could not, and you are becoming who you were meant to be. You were chosen to elevate the lineage. And then hold on, because these flipped over too. All right, we nudge you towards safety. You are being divinely aligned. We calm what you cannot control, and I am proud of you. So there are different things that's happening that's beyond your control at this time, but these are your ancestors. They're guiding you. They're trying to mold you and shape you to be exactly who it is that you're meant and destined to be. Any other messages from beyond the veil for the Libras? I understand more now. Yeah, life teaches you a lot, but again, in order to fully understand, you have to be able to take heed to messages, to warnings, use your discernment to not always feel like you're right. Any other final messages from beyond the veil? The bond is still there. So whatever you thought happened, whatever you thought um cut off the connection, strained things, it didn't. The bond still remains. Oh, I feel like onyx piece of fur is on my eye. What? Maybe that's one of my eyelashes. All right. So, what messages do you have for the Libras and the child? Your truth deserves space. So right now you might need to speak up. You cannot heal what you hide. You are not responsible for grown-ups or their problems. So I don't know. Maybe somebody keeps calling you and they're trying to make your problems theirs. Or growing up, this was the energy. And it's like, I don't know. It's their emotions and baggage that you've been carrying from your parents and other adults and people that are around you since you were a child, and you're still carrying these. And it's like, yeah, I understand that there's some, I don't know, it's like there's a feeling, right, of contentness that you receive when you can say, yeah, I've been doing this that long. But then there's also some draining that's there. It's like you're tired. Like you're tired. Sit it down. These are not your bags to keep carrying, but it's like you're carrying them. So, I don't know. Like before, you couldn't express your emotions, or you couldn't get parental advice and things like that because you were trying to go ahead and actually it's like you were trying to be gentle with them or understanding of their emotions or not trigger them. And it's like, well, damn, what about you? You are a child. You don't even know what's going on, but you're just being asked and forced to deal with it. You don't have to earn love. Yeah, like growing up in certain environments or being in this predicament in this type of household, it made you feel like you have to go ahead and earn love, like you have to go ahead and do these different things. You don't have to do all of that. Like your truth deserves space, your heart deserves healthy love, you deserve to be happy, you deserve to live fully, you deserve to be in alignment, you deserve to have a clear heart, great well being, prosperity, being your divine birthright. Like all of this is something that is destined for you. However, when you've grown up in these impoverished spaces, in broken environments, you never get to feel that. You are allowed to protect your peace. Yeah, it's like you've been fighting your whole life. So now it's like you feel like you got to keep fighting and you don't. So it's like you've been hiding who you are, not speaking up because you're trying to go ahead and protect others. You're trying to go ahead and, like, I don't know, like not piss them off, if that makes sense. Fuck them people. Fuck them people. You don't have to hide your interest. And you see how, like, right here just started itching. That's like my collarbone, but it's near my throat. So that's throat chakra blockages. Any other messages? You deserve gentle hands. You deserve to be around people and parents and siblings that are not abusive towards you, whether this is physically, verbally, mentally, financially. This is like partners. You deserve to be in a gentle place, in a gentle space. Your feelings are real. You don't have to walk on eggshells. And then look, we send peace before the storm. It's like you were always in a storm. You don't have to be in that storm no more. You don't. All right, I got two more signs to do, and then I kind of got hot. All right, Geminis, messages from beyond the veil. What do you need to know? What do your ancestors, spirit guides need you to know from beyond the veil? You were chosen to elevate your lineage. You're creating a path, a reaction that you didn't expect. But it's like you're following your soul. And this courage alone is honoring your ancestors. It's honoring your inner child. It's honoring your higher self. It's just allowing you to be able to move forward. The angel numbers that you're seeing, it's no coincidence to those. Those are angel numbers, letting your ancestors know, or your ancestors letting you know that you've been doing enough. They're proud with where you are. Yeah, and for some of you, you're protecting your energy, or you're being guided to go ahead and protect your energy. Yeah, the feather was me. You are divinely protected always, and then to slow down. So you don't have to try to move at the pace of other people. Just move at your own pace. Set plans. I'm hearing preparation prevents poor performance. What the hell just happened? This retrograde. Any other messages for the Gemini from beyond the veil? Rest when called to rest. Stay soft. Mm. Love boldly. And you are covered in grace. So don't allow the ugliness in this world to turn you bitter. Don't allow it to just to knock you off this path it is that you are on at this time. And be able to move forward with grace. All right. Gemini, from your inner child, what messages do you have? What gentle messages? You are more than your mistakes. So you're okay to make mistakes. You don't have to be quiet to be kept. It's like you make mistakes, and then people make you sit in those mistakes and feel like you have to keep kissing their ass to go ahead and actually be around. And it's like, no. But if you are constantly making the same choices and you're betraying people or something like that, then it kind of would get that reaction from people. You can trust your instincts, and it's okay to feel different. So and then you got, it's okay to question everything. So maybe you're questioning different things at this time, and it's okay, because curious minds ask questions. Yeah, it's safe to be silly. So right now, maybe you are somebody that you've been crying so much, it's time for you to go ahead and laugh a little. Remember, laughing is healing. And even when you feel like you aren't, you are enough. You're more than enough. And you're allowed to take your time. You don't have to rush, because, again, this is not a race. Time is an illusion. So if those messages do resonate, um, please let me know. And if you want to book with me, the information is in the description. Okay, last we have Aquarius. What messages do you have for Aquarius from beyond the veil? Says, trust what you feel. And then, my love did not end. I am at peace. So your angels want you to know that the love that they have for you is unconditional. If you are recently experiencing a loss of transition of a family member, friend, or someone, they want you to know that they're not in pain, they're at peace. You're receiving intuitive nudges and guides at this time to move forward with certain decisions, and you're being guided to just trust what you feel. Yeah, it says, I send signs when you need reassurance. That feather was me. So feathers and birds could be coming to you to speak to you at this time. I saw a gray and white feather yesterday. Look, ask for help. And remember, whenever you need the reassurance, they're going to be there. That warmth you felt was my presence. It says to ask for help. And then look, that warmth you felt was my presence. Because they hear, they can see and feel everything it is that you're experiencing. It's like the pain and the tears that you've cried, they haven't gone unnoticed. So even from the other side, they're still celebrating your milestones. They're still celebrating your accomplishments, and you should do that for yourself as well. And look, we move through butterflies and birds. I am not gone, only transformed. Remember, energy doesn't die, it just transmutes. So they're still here, they're still rooting for you, and they're still trusting and guiding you so that you're able to move forward. Just go ahead and follow the nudge that you feel. It says you are divinely supported by your roots. And for that, trusting your intuition at the beginning, they're telling you to walk away if needed. It's okay to choose different paths, things like that. Because whatever decision that you make, you're still spiritually guarded and you're spiritually protected. Final message, I'm going to split. We wrap peace around you. So they're restoring the peace that's in your life. Wait, hold on. And then we are divine. You are divinely supported by your roots. So yeah, they are restoring peace so that you can go ahead and keep going and moving forward. I like that. All right. And then messages from your inner child. You don't have to be perfect. Remember, this is Earth School. You're learning. So whatever you're feeling at this time, you can trust this. And then again, it says you are more than your mistakes. So you don't have to be perfect. It is through mistakes that you learn. It is through experience that you learn. And sometimes, yeah, it's something that is not the best teaching moment. However, you learn. Look, you don't have to fit in to belong. It's like people want you to settle so that you can go ahead and fit into what their idea of friendship should be. Oh, what their idea of hard work is, what their idea of whatever other things may be. And it's like, it's okay. You don't have to be that way. You can rest. So for some of you, your inner child is telling you to go ahead and ask those questions, Trust your instincts with what answers you're receiving, as well as the different things that you're feeling. And remember that speaking up is important, because you can choose a different path, you can choose a different connection, you can choose a different pattern, you can choose a different belief system. And it says that your voice is important. So, whatever, like your inner child is letting you know that despite whatever choice or decisions that you make, Aquarius, it's okay to go ahead and keep going, because whatever path that you're on and whatever you're meant that's for you, it's going to feel okay with your soul. You're going to feel genuine about it. You are your voice is going to feel heard, you're going to feel seen, you're going to feel important, you're going to know that you're loved. So if it's anything other than that, then you're being told to go ahead and walk away if needed. So I love you guys. If this does resonate, please let me know. And if you want to book with me, the information will be in the description. Remember, this video does belong to Healing with Ray or Taylor Raven. I am the rightful owner of this video. Anything or any other platforms that you may see it on besides my Facebook page, whether my Facebook personal or business page, or my Instagram or threads, then or my website, then it's not me. And of course, YouTube. So again, support thisgoddess.com to book with me. Um, and I love you guys and goddesses. Until next time.